The Pixel 4 and iPhone 11 are far more closely interlinked than you might expect, with both phones duking it out for your attention. So which should you pick and why? Let's go through each core section to help you decide between Android and iOS. Thanks for watching 9to5Google on YouTube. Be sure to thumbs up, hit subscribe, and then enable notifications with the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. It isn't too much of a stretch to say the Pixel 4 and the iPhone 11 share some similarities in the hardware. Externally, they both share some traits. The iPhone 11 feels more comfortable in the hand though, but the Pixel 4 does offer more grip thanks to matte sides and that back glass. The phones diverge in the display though. Both do come with face unlocking tech, but the 828p LCD on the iPhone is far exceeded by the Full HD Plus and QHD Plus panels on the 4 and 4XL respectively. There's also the 90Hz refresh rate to consider, which really makes a difference. However, the Pixel 4 isn't quite as bright as the iPhone 11's display, especially if you want to use it in bright sunlight. Of course, Apple has stuck with a tried and tested design first introduced on the iPhone 10, but Google has really refined their design and added neat touches such as those matte sides and back glass, plus that colourful power button, which I think is a really nice addition. The camera nodule at the back is also where Apple and Google differ in their respective design principles. Apple has gone for a bit of an odd doubling up of each lens, whereas the Pixel adopts a larger stove-like encasing. I personally think the Pixel feels far more cohesive with the rest of the design and less tacked on, but that is by the by. The similarities continue in the software, as the OS on both the iPhone and Pixel is just how each respective OEM envisions their OS should be. That means you get the cleanest versions of both mobile OSs out there, which is obvious in iOS's case. Comparing iOS and Android directly is difficult though, as they represent differing opinions on what you should be able to do with your smartphone. Of course, you get more customization options on Android 10 on the Pixel 4, but you get arguably more stability and longer updates on iOS. However, the Pixel 4 does come with more powerful usability options such as live captions, live transcription, and the most powerful voice assistant, and it even includes the gimmicky motion sense. iOS does have neat and incredibly popular additions such as AirDrop and iMessage to help keep people tied into that Apple ecosystem. I would say that in my experience, performance is more or less identical on the day-to-day. The Pixel flies as does the iPhone 11, although the 90Hz refresh rate display helps that feeling of speed on the Pixel. How you feel about the software is obviously going to be very subjective. The cameras are a real toss-up though on what overall image aesthetic you prefer for stills. The iPhone 11 now includes dual cameras for the first time on the budget-friendly Apple device, and the Pixel includes dual cameras for the very first time too. It's mainly ultra-wide versus telephoto, and while I do personally prefer a telephoto lens, an ultra-wide lens is fantastic to have. The image quality is so close between both phones, it's hard to pick a favourite. However, the extras such as astrophotography and the impressive portrait mode on the Pixel really smash the iPhone 11. The night modes are very close though. The iPhone 11 looks more natural in my opinion, but night sight is still pretty exceptional. If you value video though, then the iPhone 11 is the best option. The Pixel 4 simply can't compete with the iPhone 11 in video modes and overall quality. Arguably the biggest sore point of the Pixel 4 series this year is the battery life, which coincides with the biggest improvements in battery life for years on the iOS side of the fence. This is a no contest and the iPhone 11 wins in lifespan hands down. However, the iPhone still comes with a 5-watt charge brick in the box, which is a joke in 2019. That said, if you do value battery life, then it has to be the iPhone 11. Pricing is a little bit more nuanced now that the Pixel 4 has seen some price reductions. At the suggested retail price though, the iPhone 11 offers better value than the Pixel 4. The iPhone will hold its value much better too if resale is important to you. But it is a toss-up between the two devices now that those prices have decreased. On paper, except for the battery, the Pixel 4 looks like it might be a better proposition, but that isn't the case in reality. Even as Android fans and users, the iPhone 11 is a fantastic package that, although with a very average display, might actually be a great bridge if you've never tried iOS before. It also puts into perspective just how good the OnePlus 7T is for the price, which we still think is the better all-around purchase than the Pixel 4. With sales and discounts though, we're sure that no matter which device you pick, you'll be happy. Of course, we'd love to know which one you're planning on picking up and why. Let us know down in the comment section below. Of course, it's the same if you've already picked one up. Let us know why you've picked that particular device up down there. As always, this is Damien with 9to5Google saying thanks again for watching, but until next time, I will speak to you later.